Hello and welcome back everyone to the Coding Hub. In today's video we will have a look at cloud platforms. But before we get started, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to encourage us to make more videos like this. And it will be great to see any of your comments below for how we can improve things and what you think of these videos. Now let's begin. So what are cloud platforms? Cloud platforms are the combination of both software and infrastructure in an internet-based center. Now what that means is basically a big building full of lots and lots of servers that are combined in such a way that you can leverage their software to build your applications on top of. If you would like to read more on this topic, you can go to our website, thecodinghub.com, with what are cloud platforms, to see more on what we have to say on the matter on the website. Now, some of the most popular cloud platforms at the moment are AWS, Microsoft Azure, and Google Cloud Platform. Now, what they all have in common is the different types of solutions that they offer. So, for example, if we have a look at here on AWS, they have a lot of different possibilities that you can use depending on your industry, and you can see some of their products here that they offer. Some of the most common things that all cloud platforms provide us things like virtual machines, some sort of databases, storage management, and many others, but those are kind of some of the more common ones. And the beauty of using a cloud platform is that it's kind of serverless, so you can scale your application that you're making depending on how your users are using it and how much money you want to spend. So this in theory can be quite scary for new users who haven't used cloud platforms before, just simply because you don't actually know how much you're going to be spending on your server infrastructure initially. However, a lot of these platforms have calculators, and in the long term and the short term actually you end up spending less money just because well, for a start, you don't have to put up a huge investment of buying servers, but so that's in the short term, and in the long term, you end up spending less just because you're only paying for what you use. So if you're using a certain amount of CPU power, you only pay for the usage of that CPU power. And if you need to scale, because all of a sudden you've got a lot more users, then you can do that very easily. So your application can grow with you and your company. So cloud platforms are absolutely amazing, and I thoroughly recommend them if you're looking to start new web business or anything that needs some sort of server infrastructure. And you can, on all of these cloud platforms, you can see some of their data centers. So this is what we were referring to. So you can see here, for example, AWS have a center in Canada, lots of centers in Europe, lots of centers in the USA, some in Brazil, in Africa, Asia, and Australia as well, and with more coming soon all the time. And if we have a look at Microsoft Azure, you've got a similar sort of situation here where they have lots and lots of different centers, with many more coming very soon, and Google Cloud Platform as well, having a lot of different centers, edge territories, and you can actually see the wires that Google has put underneath the Atlantics that connect all of these centers up together, which is really cool. Some of the other really interesting things that you can use cloud platforms for are things that are usually very computationally intensive, so things like artificial intelligence and machine learning. So normally you would have to make a huge upfront investment to build machines that are powerful enough to simulate AI and machine learning models. However, Google actually allows you to throw a lot of these data in to build a model that learns from an initial set of data and then continues learning from data that you pass to it, and it gives you that ability straight away, so you can just go ahead and create an instance of an AI model and use that in your application, which is absolutely amazing. And that's for example, that's the Google Cloud Platform's one of its advantages. On Microsoft Azure side, for example, you've got a lot of different serverless applications that are really, really amazing, and their overall connectivity with Windows-based infrastructure is a lot better than any of the other ones. And things like Microsoft Azure function apps are some of probably the most interesting things on cloud platforms at the moment, which are basically small APIs running on separate serverless servers, and you only pay for when that API gets called. So in terms of cost management, they're absolutely amazing. And AWS is probably the most popular one and the biggest one. They've got tons and tons of different products available, stuff in robotics, quantum technology, satellites, AR, VR, and many, many more. So if you do want to get started with cloud technologies and cloud platforms, I thoroughly recommend checking out one of these three. And what I would say is that all three of these cloud platforms give you free credits that you can use. So you can have your free credits and test out some of these products without worrying about being charged. So yeah, that's a very quick introduction into cloud computing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you next week. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment on what you thought about this video. Thank you very much. Bye bye.